Okay. Yeah. Does this work? Oh. I can hear my mouse now. Oh. I can hear my mouse now. Oh. Why? I can hear my mouse now. Okay, well, now I can actually explain it while talking because... Thank you for telling me my audio is off. The echoing should be stopped now. That was simply because I was listening to my own stream. Yeah, I did some audio adjusting stuff so then I could see my audio levels, and I think I ended up cutting the audio out for some reason. I don't know. There we go. If I go across it, one of the pieces of paper are now outside of the chest. Well, the chest boat. And now it goes through it. And it's in here. customizable laps, well, this is so then people don't cheat and skip, whoa. This is so then people don't cheat and skip half the lap, because I'm sure there will be players on the server that do that. Also just makes it look more professional. Hello, Tanya. Now, yeah, exactly. They can't just go back and forth, because I'm gonna have these set up in 2 other locations, likely somewhere out there, and in the cave. So, a lap will only count if you enter... How am I gonna do this? Yeah, it's a checkpoint system. Currently, I'm not worrying about the redstone behind it. Well, the actual checkpoint calculations. I'm just putting in the sensors. I'll deal with everything else later on. This is a big project. I need 8 item filters. Oh boy, I am out of hoppers already. Oh boy. This thing is gonna make me broke. Okay. Guess it's time to go shopping. Also, this is on SMP, so I do have friends to actually play this with. Well, most of the time. It would be a private SMP. It's application-based. There are applications in the description, or like links to the Discord, but it is like quite high level SMP. There's a lot of really talented players on here, so whoa. Was I the only one that heard a gasped shriek? Huh. I would say it's actually more building focused. So here we have a bunch of nether tunnels. Yeah. There's nether tunnels going in each direction. They're still being worked on, mostly by a catawolf. But yeah, this... It's a really nice server. And this part goes to the shopping district, because this server's big enough to actually have somewhat of a functioning economy. Here we have a bunch of work that's been done by Chibi. He made this. This is wonderful. And so some shops are questionable. And there should be a redstone shop down here. Rework soon. Well. Yeah, it's beautiful in its own way. Here's the section that I own. I don't think anyone bought anything. Nope, nobody bought anything. And I don't have any diamonds on me. Let's see, does... Here, is there any diamonds? No? Okay, I'm gonna have to go to my base. But first of all... Is this restocked? Chests and hoppers. Okay, that's not restocked. I know there's an iron block shop somewhere. I think it's here. Any iron? Hot deal iron. 1 diamond block per 2 stacks. Okay. This is going to get expensive really quickly. Alright, well I gotta go, but I'll try to catch some streams. Well, see you sometime else. See ya. Okay, let's see. I think I should have enough diamonds to pay for the hoppers. I'm gonna need multiple stacks. Well, there's 8 iron filters. Each of them will likely use 3-4 hoppers, so I'll need at least half a stack. Half a stack of hoppers for just the item filters. And that means I'll need around a stack per checkpoint system. There'll be 3 of them. So I'll need 2.5 more stacks of hoppers at least. So I'm going to aim for 3. Chests, 1 diamond for 16. There's 6. That's 6 diamonds. Okay. Also, each stack of iron blocks can do around 2 stacks of hoppers, so that should be enough iron. Yeah, that'll be enough iron. Now I need wood. Does this place also have wood? 1 diamond per stack. There. Now I should have all the hoppers I need. Okay, which direction? It's south, right? Yeah, the track is south. I have stuff both north and south, so I sometimes get a little confused. Which one's which? Also, I should probably actually hook up another portal to directly the track. And I should probably stop using Bang's portal. Also, I know I'm not the most organized guy, but seriously, Bang. This is your storage system. This is bad even for someone who's unorganized. Like, what? You have chest minecart and, like, chests, they're not... The chest... Why? Why? Why is there just a tower here? And a random chicken farm. What? Why are these going in the different directions? You can't even open this one. The bamboo is... Okay. Oh yeah, and they also have a skyscraper. Okay, now I've returned back to the track. I can actually, get some progress done. I need those iron blocks. That's 1 stack. I need to make 3 more stacks. What have I done so far? I have a row of hoppers and hopper minecarts that can... Where's the chest boat? I had a chest boat somewhere. I think I might just have to recraft it. Oh, no, there it is. So, if I put items inside of this boat with chest, and then drive over the starting line, which is going to be right over here, one of those pieces of cobblestone should end up in this system right here. So this is to detect when players run across the finish line. I am right at the start of doing all the redstone. And the next thing I need to do is set up a row of 8 item filters, 1 for each player, because each player is going to have a separate item that their chest boat has. So, bring it out here. So this will be the first item filter hopper. Now I need 7 more. So that'll be the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Hello, Frosty. How's it going? Okay. Now I need comparators. Comparators, pistons, and torches. Pistons, torches. I think glass. How about cobblestone? I think I ran out of cobblestone already. I could go back to my base to get cobblestone, but that's a bit of a distance. So, there might be a couple chests out somewhere that have cobblestone. Nobody saw anything. You do not need to send anyone a clip of this at all. Hello, Cat YouTube. You saw nothing. I don't know. What is nothing? Because, nothing is what you saw. Is the server joinable? There is an application process, and there is a Discord server in the description that will lead you to the GuildRock SMP Discord. And from there you can apply, and then it's up to the members to see if you'll be accepted. Also, it is like a quite high level SMP, so don't be disappointed if you don't make it. Okay. So these are the hoppers that are going to contain the items. Did you know if villagers in Bedrock act the same in Java? A lot of their features are the same, but a lot of the specifics and how they act will be slightly different. I'm not a villager guy, so I can't really say. I wouldn't really know what is different about them. I just know that there's likely 200 things that are different about them. Simply because Minecraft Bedrock is coded completely differently than Minecraft Java. And that will result in a bunch of different differences, but all the main features will be the same. Also, I should probably get some light in here because it's probably not too good to have it dark. Okay. I might have to lower this water by a couple blocks, because the comparator's going to be here. I need glass. It's going to be a layer of glass along here. Hopefully I'm building this item filter correctly. You'd think that someone who actually deals with redstone would have a item filter memorized, but I don't really have it fully memorized. Then there's going to be some more redstone, I think, down there. No. I'm going to be using a piston design. So these blocks aren't actually necessary. Nope, wrong direction. Down. There. Now I simply need to lower this entire thing by a block. This is going to be very painful because this All this redstone's gonna have to be built under sea level. Maybe some wood for blocks. There. And eventually, this area, if I do enough sponges, should be cleared out of water. And now for the other side. So, this is where the items will be. There's 8 of them. That should be enough. Okay, all the pistons should be dewaterlogged. Oh wait, there's still one. There. Now they're all dewaterlogged. And I can place torches without destroying them. That should be the item filter all done. Now I can place a bunch of chests in here. Chests should get filtered out till 18. Now it stops. This hopper is now empty. Oh wait, I don't have any of the other filters calibrated, so... Just found out that when you have something that a villager wants to... It shows the item and gets picked up by... That could be used for, like, remote control doors, where you flash an item and then it opens it because the skull detects that. Or at least that's where my mind immediately goes. I don't know if that's what you were thinking as well. Also, I was gonna sleep, but it looks like Carly dealt with that as well. Huh. Full iron zombie, you don't see that every day. Okay. Now if I put... Oh wait, I can't actually show it to you, because this chest is gonna end up in the first item filter. Yeah, 2 items got taken. Someone made Guitar Hero in Java using that method. Yeah. I can see how that's possible. Well, now I should probably calibrate these item filters to at least something. I have a bunch of spruce, so some spruce trapdoors. on GuildRock SMP, spruce trapdoors are a lot cheaper, so that's why I could craft so many for so cheap. '16, '17, '18. There. Next one, just simply planks. And maybe sticks. Slabs. What? Add epic music. What? I don't know what's going on in chat. There's some stuff. Also, I think my brother's home. Random comment. Hello, Kita. To anyone in chat, Suskirk is Kita. She is a member of GuildRock. Okay. I am working on a checkpoint system for a game. Currently calibrating some item filters. So I have trapdoors, planks, slabs, sticks, bowls, buttons, I guess just simply logs, and chests. These are going to be placeholder items. I'm probably going to make some sort of renamed items. Okay, all of them are clear. So, now that I have all these calibrated, I can actually show everyone on stream what my plan is. So, this game, you ice boat around a track, and inside the chest boat, you'll have items. In this case, it'll be spruce slabs, and as I cross the finish line right there, one of those slabs end up getting picked up by hopper minecarts over here. Travel through the hoppers, and then into the spruce slab item filter right here. And then I can take an output from here, and now I know that a player with a chest boat went across the finish line. And when playing with multiple players, each person is going to have different items in their item filter, or not item filter, in their chest boat. So it's going to be a multiplayer checkpoint system. That's going to be, it's going to make me broke because of how many hoppers it uses. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is only the start. I need to make 3 more of these. Okay. We have plenty of iron. I've been AFK at our iron farm for weeks. So, you need any diamonds, Kita? A shulker of iron. Okay, I think... Oh, whoa. A shulker of iron, I think, might be slightly overkill. Oh, you're just gonna give it to me? For free? probably... That should be enough rails. Hello, bro. I'm streaming. You want to say hi? No? Okay. So now I should probably find all the locations that I'm going to set up a checkpoint at. Feel like this is a good location right here. Because the boats, as you're coming across here, I guess I can actually show with a boat. When on straightaways, the boat is going really fast, but this is a sharp turn, so you're going to slow down and then speed up again. I find that if you're going too fast, you can sometimes skip the item collection system because the boat's just going too fast. Is there blue ice? Right here, there's blue ice. It's to make this path right here more of a risk-reward. So, oh, I fell. So theoretically, if I can get out of the water, mash my spacebar enough, eventually I'll be able to get out. There. And some stairs. If people fall out. I'm planning on using a slime block system. Also, I don't know if I have the skulk sensors for it, but I'm gonna have some sticky pistons and some slime blocks that I didn't bring. And the slime blocks are just gonna pop the player up and then they can continue. So there's a checkpoint at the finish line. There's a checkpoint right there, or at least going to be. And I want one in the cave. Also, I very much need to do mob proofing here. So, no, this is way too long of a line. That's gonna take so much work to do. I don't want to do that. It might just be less work to do it along the thinnest section here. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think there might be a better section right here. Oh yeah, this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I just need to clear out these areas. So that's going to be one checkpoint. Hello, Håkon. cobblestone. I need more cobblestone. Probably 9-ish stacks. So, time to return back to my base. Unless, if over here. You know, I could just... Everyone watching this stream, you didn't see anything. I didn't steal blocks at all. That wasn't me. Well, now I can get to clearing the areas out. So I can get all the redstone in place. So that's where the line of hopper minecarts is going to be. So I need to make sure I clear out that line. Do I have depth strider? I don't. I really need to get that. So this is the line of hopper minecarts, and then this is going to be the starting block for the item filters. 1, 2. And that should be how big I need it to be. There. Now, one lower than the ice. So 5 blocks is that? That's 4. I can count. And after this, I'm going to sponge the area out. Also, I might start drowning, but eh. Oh wait, hey, there's Kita. Hi, Kita. Yeah. Casually donating a shulker box of iron blocks. Thanks. Totally overkill. Hello, Scotty. How's it going? Yeah, after this project, the next project, the project after, then I might use half of it. Okay, I think I need to split this room up into halves, so then I can sponge it effectively. There. Might have to soon dry all these sponges out in the nether. Unless if I don't really use any of them. Oh, the restart is in 5 minutes. Thank you, server, for restarting. Oh, that's all the water cleared out. Now I just need to get rid of this wall, and I should have a nice area to work with for all the redstone. Now, I need a bunch of hoppers for... Okay, hoppers, rails, hopper minecarts, and item filter stuff. That's what I need. Okay, how many hoppers will I need? I think that should be enough. There should be enough rails, a little extra iron, crafting table, and then the item filter stuff. That, I think, is everything I need. Well, now I can build it over there as well. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks wide. That means I should need 9 hopper minecarts to pick up all the items. Oh. Let's see. If I mash my spacebar hard enough, I can get in there. There we go. There, now... Hopper minecarts. These hopper minecarts... Oh, it's gonna kick me soon. Because the server apparently needs to restart or something. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3 hopper minecarts. Four, 5. 6, 7. Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to hide the screen so then you don't get to see the GuildRock IP, because for some reason in the recent update they made it so you could see the server address when logging into the server. There. The server does have a whitelist, so nobody will be able to join if I do end up showing the IP, but yeah. Okay, you're not actually going to get yourself organized. And why? Why did you mess up the hopper minecarts? It was doing great before you showed up. There we go. There. And that should be the last one needed. No. I messed it up. Oh wait, no. That should be good. Now I need a line of 8 item filters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8. There. I never misplaced a hopper. What? Huh? Wait, no, that's the wrong place for the pistons. Cheers and champagne. Are you in the place named Champagne, or what? Cheers from that place? No. But that's not me. I am building a checkpoint system for getting out of here for a ice boat track. If I had a boat, I could show you how it works. The boat should be somewhere. No clue where. Basically, you run the boat over, and these hopper minecarts can pick up the item in the chest boat. And then it can detect where the player is based off of that. And I'm currently building 8 item filters, so then up to 8 players can play. So each chest boat contains different items, and then the game can tell who is at which checkpoint. What? 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Wow. Why would I need a... There. No. I think that's the correct answer. Okay. Now, I'll just need to later on put a bunch of items in those hoppers. Now, moving on to the next item filter system. Yeah, this is how long the server's been up. So, if you do the math, you should figure out that's around 4 or 5 months. It'll probably be closer to 4 because lag slows the clock down. Oh wait, I don't need to go down here. I need to go over to the cave. What? This is an ice boat racetrack, and I am doing the redstone for the checkpoint system. Boring? Boring? Build a cow. Really? This? Boring? Okay, to be fair, some parts of it will be a bit boring, but a calculator, I don't think there'd be much use in building it. Okay. So, hopper, hopper, start of the item filter. There. That should be a big enough space. Every time I get an ice boat, I turn 180 degrees. Yeah, ice boats are... they're very finicky. Oh wait, I actually need to clear this out. I'm drinking Okay. Welcome to a very family-friendly stream where the other members are drinking. This never happens. Also, I might drown soon, but that's, that's fine. Drowning's fine. There. Wow, that was an efficient use of sponges. Sand is better than sponges? I disagree. Sponges, I find, are better. Just like that. This entire area is cleared of water. I don't think you can do it that fast with sponges. Or, I don't think you could do it that fast with sand. I misspoke. There. Also, where did you get all the prismarine? No structure has them all. Well, you see, this prismarine actually totally belongs to me. So I got them through a totally legitimate source. You don't need to tell anyone where that I even am using prismarine. I didn't just find them in a random chest. I need some block to stand on. There. I think that flying machines might actually be the best option for massive areas. And with sponges, you don't have to go to the nether, but that does make things a lot easier. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that'll be the line of 8 item filters. But I don't have enough hoppers. Flying machines suck? No. Who's going to smelt sponges? True. Just build another portal and dry them out. I think that's just the most efficient way of doing it. I need hoppers. Hoppers there. And there. There. Seven, 8. This will be the... I'm guessing you mean drained. I saw a video where someone drained a lava pool with a flying machine, but you're best to just use sand. They only work 4 directions and up and down some. Yeah, I think Silent Whisper has a tutorial on how to use a ocean clearing flying machine. Silent Whisperer. If you search up a tutorial, then he is likely to be one of the first options, simply because he has quite a large channel. Silent Whisperer. Now I need comparators, and redstone dust, and torches. Where's the torches? Oh, they're in my inventory. The only redstone is Watto? Really? That's the only one you know? The only... I find that hard to believe. One more? Okay. That brings your total up to 2. That's still very hard to believe. I actually need pistons. I guess I'm going back. Okay. Mumbo Jumbo and what? Okay. You don't know any of the other Hermitcraft members? Like, I feel like Tango Tech is fairly technical. Doc M, and then there's people on bigger, more. I think Psycraft has a bunch. There's Ilmango. A bunch of others. Scribble, yeah, he's one. Cubic Meter. I'm forgetting a bunch of names. But I think I should have everything I need. Yeah, and then there's also Crafty Masked Man and that group with Matt Batwings and Purplers. Oh, the redstone's destroyed. Good for me. I messed that up. Well, Silent Whisper is a Bedrock redstoner. Okay. I think that's all the checkpoint systems in place, except for I think I forgot to do... Hello, Site Troy. I think that's how I pronounce your name. What? The Bedrock redstones... What? I don't think I understand. Okay. How many hopper minecarts? Yeah, that should be enough. So, say Troy, I am currently making a checkpoint system for for a racetrack. Are you asking how it works? So, of course, this thing is going to use boats, but actually specifically chest boats. Those chest boats are going to have a bunch of items in them. And then there will be hopper minecarts underneath the track that are going to collect items from the chest boats. Each chest boat that each player is going to have will be different, so it can detect which player goes through the area based off the items. That's why there's an item filter past there. Right here. This is an item filter. So it'll detect who goes over it. And hopefully, after the stream, I'll be able to make an actual brain for it. Can you make it a 10 by 10? Make what? Ten by 10. Oh. Well, I know I've made an 8x8 using flying machines. It's somewhere in my creative world. I don't think I've really done 10x10. Not much of a door guy myself. Bye. Well, see you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Eight by 8, it uses flying machines. So yes, I do know glitch list. Hello, teacher person 21. Your phone's at 3%? Okay. Oh. See you. Okay, I'm just thinking of what to do next here. I think I need to clear out a larger space underneath the finish line. So right here, I'm making a lap counter. Yes. So there's 3 of these checkpoint systems. And if I take a chest boat, put slabs in, then when I run over the finish line will pick up the slabs and it should end up in one of these item filters right here. And there's a bunch of different items, so depending on who goes over the finish line, it can detect which player's going over. So it can keep track of 8 players at the same time. Or at least, once they get an actual brain into this thing. Yeah. So, this chest boat, when it goes over the hopper minecarts, then it collects the items. I'm just wondering how large of a area do I need for the brain? I need 3 droppers pointing into each other. You're currently working on a document explaining how pistons work. How complicated is it? Are you going into the absolute, like, very much in depth? Or is it more surface beginner level? The code. Oh, So, like, very, very in-depth. Are there doors involved? Don't think so. I think it'll just start off with the players placing the boats and putting items in. Maybe... Oh. Well, okay. So, for the lap system, I'm thinking this is the kind of system I'll have. Yeah, this will be kind of like the brain. So, there'll be an item in here, and then item gets pushed, gets moved into the next checkpoint, gets pushed into the next checkpoint, and then it gets moved back to the first. The problem is, I want to be able to reverse this process. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. Maybe I could have a set of RS NOR latches for each checkpoint. Make an etho hopper clock, replace one hopper with a dropper, it'll count for you. Well, I want to count for if people go backwards. So, there will be 3 droppers. When I hit this button, it gets moved out. But then I want the system to be able to fire all these droppers and then activate this one. So, it'll only ever be on so only one item will be at the end. I think that should work. But yeah, I think that'll be something for a different day. I'm just going to do one final showcase of the entire track, and then I'm going to end the stream, because I think I made some good progress today, making all the lap checkers. So, this is kind of how a lap would look like. Also, I should still very much light up the cave. Oh. Well, so like 3 checkpoints equals a lap. Yes. It's the minimum amount of checkpoints required. Also, if you're doing one based off of the code of how pistons work, do you know if you have one based off of the code of TNT itself? Have each checkpoint send a pulse to the counter for individual... Oh, yep. Spaghetti mess. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of spaghetti wiring that might happen. Yeah. So, I could either do that spaghetti mess with like signal strength, so one line from each checkpoint with signal strength. Okay, nothing on TNT. But that means if multiple players go through at the same time, then it'll only be able to output one. So that's not good. So I'll need to run 8 lines from each checkpoint underneath the track. All the way into this area. Then more spaghetti wiring to split them up into the different sections. Probably layering. Oh boy, this is going to be a mess. Well. Then eventually the... Oh wait. Have item filters auto drop? Exfiltrate? What does that mean? Okay. From Chinese technical Minecraft and have... Semi-chunk loader? What is that? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what a semi-chunk loader is. Allow limited event processing. Okay, yeah, that sounds a bit freaky. Did I miss you? Well, you were kind of, let's see. You called me boring for not building a calculator, so can I... you know... You're on PC? Projectiles? Wait, you can have it load project. Yes, okay, you can stay. I need the free watch hours. I need to make money. So that I can pay for food. Was my address. I'm not going to say. And if I were to say something, then it would probably be some random address. So, what are cached? Like, how does a cached chunk work? When they're loaded by a player, a 15 by 15 chunk around huh? When they're loaded by a player. Yeah, I don't really deal with chunk loaders and stuff. I just make stupid redstone contraptions that do stupid things. So it's a machine that you can build, and then it will... Does it create a cache chunk? If you put a locator map inside of a container, 17 by 17 region will become permanently loaded. So projectiles will still fly in that area. Why does that feel extremely simple? Ender pearl cannons. Are you saying that... Okay, does that work with TNT as well? Yes and no. How? How yes and no? Snow skipping teleports the TNT to a location, so it technically is never in the chunks in between. Okay. It will explode in cache chunks. Okay.
Now, so, like, is it
What happens if you launch TNT super fast? So the...
who do you think is gonna get in trouble?
Like, let's say you make a TNT in unloaded chunks. Give it, I don't know how much velocity, let's say 100 blocks per tick velocity. You load it, and then the next chunk over is a cached chunk. And then all the way to 100 blocks. Okay, how do I explain this? Okay. Maybe a diagram would help. So, here. So, this piece of sand would be loaded. These blocks represent chunks. Then, there's a TNT here in fully unloaded chunks. And then these prismarine represent cached chunks. So, you lazy accelerate the TNT. And then you fully load this prismarine. And then this TNT has a velocity of like 100 blocks per tick. So then it immediately goes out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere over here. And then that's at the exact same time it should explode. Would that work? Hypothetically, yes. Okay, yeah, that's weird. Is that why I find in one of the world, or if you do that, you can test it with your render distance because your render distance is also cached chunks. Okay. Because I know I've done some testing with Ender Pearl stasis chambers, and one thing I noticed is I would unload the area completely, and the Ender Pearls would still fall, they would still move, so I could give it a path that within 8 minutes it would end up hitting a block. And even when unloaded, it would work. So I'm guessing for some reason those unloaded chunks were cached. Okay, this... Okay. That makes sense. I must have had a map do something, or I still had my simulation distance up at like 70 or something. What if the map is in item form? Does that cache the chunks at all? Causes them to be perma-loaded. Like redstone ticking fully loaded. It does work. Okay. Redstone does work in cache chunks? What about... Oh. Okay, yeah, that now makes sense. But then, droppers, dispensers, all those don't work. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And that is also why some versions of wireless redstone can actually exist. The ones that use torches. You can address and write message with that. Ender pearls work in cached chunks. Okay. I need to build a circuit to ask some questions about. Oh, looks like someone's here. Hey. What is going on? As a item and container. Right. Okay. One moment, I can race a little bit later. I want to get answers to a certain machine I built sometime. Also, yeah, if you want to, you can just boat around. Okay, this machine right here. When I power this dropper, can you explain what? Okay, let's see. Chunk borders. Okay. I was just spamming F11 to see chunks. So, Citroid, do you have any idea how this machine works? I hit this button for the dropper, and it activates that. Yeah, it's more than just droppers. A lot of things will activate it. Only the button? Okay. So, do you know why this works? I have a spreadsheet with all the numbers of dropper activations that cause this. Whatever. My mind. Okay. Xander, we can race now. Intense focus. How have I done it this well? It usually doesn't go that well for me. Okay. This is due to an order change sorted in what will be processed when other things are inserted into the things that need to be processed. Will be temporarily visitor. What? Okay, yeah, I don't know the inner workings of Redstone like that well. I only know that some goofy stuff happens when you mix certain things together. Yeah, backrock moments. I think I heard that there was like a Bedrock technical Discord server with uh, a bunch of quirky stuff like that in it. Just I don't know where to find it. Yeah, creeper camp blew up. Is there any... You see, I'm not really in any. Because I kind of don't know where to go. I've mostly just... Well, okay, one of them I don't know if you'd call it much of a technical Discord server, but there is another small Minecraft YouTuber that has a technical server, but I guess not really full-on technical. Like, inner workings kind of stuff. It's more of a computational redstone place. Bratwurst? Yep, I'm in that server. Are you as well? Okay. I feel bad for any of the viewers that have no clue what's going on with technical stuff here. Are you in the main Minecraft server? I am not. I am not in the Minecraft Discord server. Is there a way to access join it real quick and I'll DM you some servers you can join. Okay. Xander, don't kill me. What do you mean voice search has been turned off? There we go. I joined the Minecraft Discord. I don't know if you'll be able to see me there. If you are wondering, my Discord username is the same as my Minecraft username, RedstoneSlime11, just, I believe, with no caps. There. And you should, if you get the right username, you should know it's me because, well, my Discord icon is my face. Where is that Bedrock Mechanics. I sent a DM. I don't know. Canopy. I've heard of Canopy. I believe that's an add-on for a bunch of, like, basically carpet mod, but for Bedrock. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of Discord notifications now. Also, Cytroy, I might just select some of the servers to join, and some of them I might not, because I don't want to be in 400 Discord servers that I will never use. But yeah, you can continue sending them. Okay, I need more blocks so that I can drain a bigger area. Also, don't mind the excessively fast picking up of items from the chest. I don't use an auto-clicker. I don't know what you're talking about. Those are some of the ones you should have. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9. That's not too bad. It'll connect you to a lot more people. Yeah, and I'm thinking there'll be people who know what they're doing more than me. So, and then I might not need to do as many experiments to figure out sure you don't use a calculator? Well, my calculator is auto clicker. Yeah, I'm sure I don't use an auto clicker. This is all natural clicking right here. The first one was a type. How do you make a calculator auto clicker typo? Yeah. I'm not saying that I just will stop testing, but it might just make my testing a lot easier because it's more of proving what people have found instead of finding stuff. Well, I think it'll just be a lot faster because I can figure out how this goofy game works better. Goofy is one way to describe it. Yeah. The sound of ghasts screaming. Isn't it beautiful? There. Captain Zap actually found a Bedrock corruption method recently. Oh, he's a part of that group? It'll delete the entire chunk of... Huh. Does it delete all the item data of any player that logged out in that chunk? Because if so, that could be extremely dangerous. And that would include all the Ender chest data as well. No Ender chest. But I know that when the admins of GuildRock are pruning chunks, they tell everyone to get inside the 4K border so they don't lose all their stuff. So I'm wondering if Ender chest is included in that, but I guess it might not be. So, I don't know how much you know, but I've recently been working on an orbital strike cannon for Bedrock Edition. Okay. But I've been working on It just... So, how many of these glitches are public? Because a lot of these feel like if they get in the wrong hands, it could cause some mass destruction to servers. Ah. You know a lot about... Okay, so... Talking about crash stuff, there was that one end bug where you could dupe items. I know this sounds like this is not related, but it is. Where the end would regenerate the bottom chunks. And I know that that was an extremely popular, regen duping. Do you know if that's like fully patched? Because I feel like I've heard that it's gone. The B block? Because I know I discovered a way to use regen duping to crash the game. Block entity error block? Okay, that sounds like it's a little bit different than what I did. I just extended a piston out into different chunks, so then when it regenerated the chunks, it would be a headless piston, and if you retract a headless piston, then it crashes the game. But I have no clue what block entity error block is. Unless if it's one of those, like, I don't know how to describe it, but dirt-ish textures. Yeah. Okay, so we are talking about the same bug then? Okay. This feels so weird because there's just a lot of things that I feel like I was the only one to discover it. But it feels like I'm probably just duplicating discoveries at this point. Well, there's probably some... Okay. Also, I just don't know how much or what stuff would be a duplicate discovery. Not unless if I actually joined those servers. Wait. The dropper wireless redstone was pretty original. So, does that mean someone watched that and then informed the technical community about it? Or was that something you didn't know earlier? Okay. Well, if I'm already known, then that might make it easier to just get started in the technical community. Because a lot of them probably have heard things about me. Yeah. Get integrated into the community. So, another completely random question. A while ago, hopefully no more gatekeeping because technical Minecraft community does accidentally gatekeeping. Like, people who aren't a part of it just don't know anything about some mechanics. Because, I guess, crash exploits, I can understand gatekeeping. But some other mechanics, like wireless redstone, I think that doesn't need to be gatekeeped. Like, wireless redstone, I think, isn't going to destroy things. How? Reliable instant wire. Wait, that was you? That did that weird rail piston moving shenanigans? Nice. that I... Really, the only question... Oh wait, no? Okay. Yeah. I found it out from his channel, but I don't think he was the one that discovered it. Like, where you move the rail back and forth. Okay. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, I think a lot of components don't know what their power sources are. Or at least it feels like that because of how goofy redstone can sometimes be. I'm guessing that's the same bug that the power. Basically, they assume because there's a power source next to them and their bodies are powered, they should be powered too. Okay. I'm guessing that's why you can use some weird powering techniques to make all powered rails be powered with one source. Okay. Onto the topic of some other goofy redstone stuff. When I throw tridents down and I move them with pistons, sometimes I'm able to get the trident to start floating. And I'm able to push the trident out using flying machines, and then it continues floating. And then when I remove a block that the trident was attached to earlier, then it finally realizes it's floating, so then it falls. So that could be used for one-time wireless redstone. I used it to detect chunk decaching. All right. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I just find goofy mechanics and I just decide to experiment with them, so that's how I found the trident one. Yeah. I do silly stuff too. Yeah. Why not do silly stuff with redstone? Isn't that what it's meant to be for? Also, for anyone else who's watching this stream that is not following along with the redstone talk, I am currently clearing out area for the brain of the lap detection. Well, I think I'm gonna end this. You should join the Hive Tech. I'm an active member, official member of the Associated SMP. Well, I don't think I'll join any SMP because I already have a place, but I'm okay with joining the Discord servers, but I should probably end the stream soon. Yeah. Just for the... Yeah. But I'm gonna end the stream. We can talk later in those servers, so... See you later, everyone in chat. And see you sometime soon, maybe.